Hello, my soul family. How are you all? And I hope you are doing great, wonderful, amazing, and safe wherever you are in this world. I welcome you all in my channel. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel and for giving me lots of love. And I am very glad that I help you out in some manner. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, then please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you can also let me know in the comment section if you want to tell me anything, if you want to ask me anything. So let's start this new journey, a new series, a new chapter with this serpent year. According to the Chinese astrology, the year 2025 is a serpent year, okay, year of the snake. And here the snake, the serpent represents the Kundalini energy, the life force current, the potential energy which has been stored within all of us. Whether we are from the fallen races or whether we are from the guardian races, it doesn't matter that whatever DNA we are holding, we all are actually having this potential, this life force current inside our body. Okay, it has been stored within our body. So in this year of 2025, we are actually moving in the next stage of consciousness. Whatever level of consciousness, whatever level of dimension we were existing in past few years, now from this year 2025 we are actually moving in a forward direction in the next stage of consciousness, where we are moving in a higher level of consciousness, because this is the year of emerald serpent year, and which means the consciousness will be increased. There will be mass awakenings. We are actually unlocking all the knowledge and all the wisdom which we are holding within our DNA. Also, we are going to relearn all the knowledge and wisdom which we have learned either in our past lifetimes, or we are learning in the present lifetimes, or we are now ready to learn this knowledge and wisdom. So in this series, the series name is Unlocking and Relearning series. Okay, and in this series we are actually receiving the key through which we are going to unlock all the knowledge and wisdom which we are holding within our DNA. Also, we are relearning all the knowledge and wisdom, okay, which we have either learned in our one of the past lifetimes, or either we are learning in the present lifetime, or learning right now. Okay, right now we are ready to learn this knowledge. So, through this series of unlocking and relearning, we are actually receiving the key of activation, unification, expansion, and liberation. So, let's start with first that what is the meaning of activation, unification, expansion, and liberation, and why this is the key, okay, to unlock and relearn the knowledge and wisdom for all of us. Because the activation means the activation of our inner masculine and inner feminine energy. What happens when there is an activation of inner masculine and inner feminine energy happens within our own self? Also, the activation of energy and consciousness. So whenever our energy and consciousness gets activated, then what is going to happen? Also, we are also know this thing that we all are having different types of body, mind in all density universe. So there is, when this activation happens, so activation of all types of body and mind, what is going to happen at that point of time? Also, the activation of nodal system, the atomic etheric system, the central nervous system, when these systems get activated properly in our inside our soul body, inside our incarnate body, inside our crystal body, inside our light body, what is going to happen? Okay, also the activation of our different types of body, for example crystal body, flame body, light body. Okay, also the activation of diamond sun DNA templates, the double diamond sun DNA templates, the emerald sun DNA templates, the golden sun DNA templates. Also the activation of sound identity of consciousness, the oversoul identity of consciousness, the avatar identity of consciousness, the rishi identity of consciousness, the ascended master consciousness, the monad, the god seed. When these activation happen, we are going to know that why this is the key, because when these things are activate, okay, so there is some kind of unification which happens. Okay, there is a unification and amalgamation, which is actually the action and process of uniting or merging two or more things. Okay, so when the unification of inner masculine and the inner feminine happens, okay, what is going to happen? Also the unification of trinity, the divine trinity, the manu mana era, when that happens, what is going to happen? Okay, so unification of all knowledge, whatever knowledge is present right now on the earth, from all religions, from Ashana Dean teachings, okay, from the freedom teachings, from the dragon teachings, from the Celtic teachings, from the esoteric knowledge, from the Tantra, from the Ascended Master teachings, from the Magic Ray Line teachings, whatever knowledge and wisdom is present right now on the earth, when we unify all these knowledge, okay, that is called unification. So we are going to receive the key of unification of all these knowledge, okay, and through this key of unification we are going to unlock, okay, unlock and relearn the knowledge and wisdom to move in a forward direction, to go into the next stage of consciousness. Okay, also the unification of energy and consciousness. The next key is the alchemy and the expansion. So alchemy means the expansion of consciousness through the alchemy of the dormant potential energy which is being stored within all of us. Okay, the transmutation, the transformation which happens, and the expansion of consciousness which is happening because of the alchemy. Okay, so that is what is the key to unlock and relearn again. Next key is the liberation. Okay, what is the meaning of liberation? Okay, what does this key means? So this is the key of liberation, the getting free. Okay, liberation from the imprisonment, liberation from slavery, liberation from the oppressions of mind, liberation from the polarity, liberation from the duality, liberation from the lower frequency, liberation from the all types of victimizer programs or the mind control programs which are right now available on the planet earth, through which we are actually stuck in lower frequencies. Okay, free from one density universe. Okay, because now we are moving in a next density universe through the keys. Okay, so we are actually getting free from that density universe, getting free from one state to another. Okay, if we were actually before on the dimension 1 2 3 consciousness, now we are getting free from that dimension of consciousness and we are moving into the next state of consciousness. Okay, also getting free from the limitations, belief systems we are actually holding for either or for the society, for the external environment, or for our own self. Okay, we are also holding the limitations for our own self. Okay, so getting free from those limitations, also the free from one state, that is the old state. So these are the things which we are going to learn. Okay, these are actually the keys, okay, through which we are going to unlock and relearn in the series, and this is the part number 1. So let's start today's video. So this is part number 1. In this video of part number 1, we are starting first with the very first thing, that what is a spiritual awakening and what is a kundalini awakening. Okay, and also we are going to know that how do we know that we are either we are in a spiritual awakening or we are in a kundalini awakening. Also why it is important for us to know that where we are in this journey. So all these things we are going to know, because first we have to understand that where we are, okay, in the journey. Either we are in a spiritual awakening journey or either we are in a kundalini awakening journey. It is important for us to know that where we are in the journey. Okay, so in 2020 I have made a whole series in which I have explained my own kundalini awakening experience. Whatever experience I have experienced in 2020, I have made a whole video, whole series, and I'm going to add a link in the description box. If you want to see that video, you can go and watch that video, and through that experience you can understand that what is the experience I have experienced, okay, in my own kundalini awakening journey. And the second thing which I want to tell you all, that each soul has a individual and unique kundalini awakening process. There is no such thing that this is the only things which are going to happen in kundalini awakening journey. Okay, they can be anything which is maybe you you are having another symptoms or signs in your own Kundalini awakening journey, and I'm having a different type of Kundalini awakening journey. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not going through a Kundalini awakening journey. So I'm just sharing what I have gone through in my Kundalini awakening journey. Okay, now let's see first with this thing that why it is important for us to know that where we are in the journey. Okay, why it is important to know that whether we are in a spiritual awakening journey or a Kundalini awakening journey. So let's start first with this. Okay, let's see this for an example. So, for example, if we are studying in class 5th and we are actually studying the class 4th syllabus or class 6th syllabus, okay, so then when the exams will come, we are unable to pass the exams because I have not studied the exams. Okay, I have not studied the syllabus of class 5th because I was learning the syllabus of a different class. Okay, because I was in class 5th but I was studying the class 4th syllabus or class 6th syllabus, so because of which I have not studied the syllabus of class 5th, because of which I cannot pass my exams and I will fail. Okay, so this is why it is important to understand that where we are, in which class we are in our journey, because if we know that we are in class 5th, then we are going to study the syllabus of class 5th which is being available for us, and then we can pass the class 5th. Okay, so we have to know that whether we are in a spiritual awakening journey or a Kundalini awakening journey. Let's see the meaning. Okay, the basic meaning of what is the spiritual awakening means and what is the Kundalini awakening. So what is spiritual awakening? So spiritual awakening means, spiritual means spirit. Okay, the awakening of the soul. Okay, so the spiritual awakening means the awakening of the soul. So when our soul gets awakened, okay, when our soul is getting awakening, okay, our soul is awakening, that is called as spiritual awakening. Okay, we all have different types of identities of consciousness present in all density universe. For example, in density universe 1, that is dimension 1 2 3, here we are having incarnate identity of consciousness. In density universe 2, we are having soul identity of consciousness. In density universe 3, we are having oversoul identity of consciousness. We are having avatar identity of consciousness in density universe 4. In density universe 5, we are having rishi identity of consciousness, and in sound primal sound fields we are having ascended master consciousness. So actually the spiritual meaning, the spiritual awakening meaning is the soul identity is getting awakened. Okay, so spiritual awakening is the first step towards the Kundalini awakening journey because it sets the ground for our Kundalini awakening. So here it is the soul which is getting awakened. Okay, in spiritual awakening there is a soul which is getting awakened. Okay, which is getting awakening of the soul is actually happening in the spiritual awakening. Okay, we are actually remembering in spiritual awakening that what we are and what we always have been, and we are waking up from and realizing that we are way more than this body. Okay, for those souls who are in a spiritual awakening, they get this waking up and they are realizing that they are more than this body. Okay, they are actually having a soul within their body, and they are actually the soul is actually experiencing this whole hologram, this whole experience. So for those souls who are having a spiritual awakening, that means if we are saying that we are having a spiritual awakening, here the awakening of the soul is actually happening. Okay, so the soul is getting awakened. Okay, the soul is awakening within our body, and that is what we are actually realizing and remembering and waking up and realizing that we are more than that. Okay, and this is the first step. Okay, this is the first step towards the Kundalini awakening, because spiritual awakening is the first class. Okay, it's the first step. Before the Kundalini awakening, we have to activate our soul, and once we activate our soul, then we go through the Kundalini awakening process. Okay, now let's see what is a Kundalini awakening means in a very simple terms. Okay, So Kundalini means Kundalini is actually a life force current. Okay, the primal forces of consciousness of God. Okay, the primal forces of consciousness of God, that is Manu Mana Ira, which is been stored in each of us in the form of Kundalini, in the form of life force current within our own self, within the within our own self, within the body, at the spine. Okay, it is stored. So Kundalini is the life force currents, and life force currents are actually the different types of currents which are present in each density universe. Okay, we already get to know about primal life force currents in multidimensional anatomy series in part number 1. For those who have not watched the video, I'm going to add a link in a description box, and in that video we get to know that what are the different types of currents and what is the meaning of current. Okay, which is present for each of us. Okay, so Kundalini awakening means the activation of the dormant life force current, the energy which has been stored in the spine in all of us. So the awakening of the current within our body is called Kundalini awakening, and it is not a one time process. It is a continue process. Okay, Kundalini awakening is a continue process. It's not like that if I say that in 2020 I am fully Kundalini, my Kundalini awakened, my Kundalini is awakened completely. That cannot be happened. Okay, it's a simultaneous and continuous process, and it takes time. Okay, it can take time of 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, whole life, and lifetime after lifetime. It takes lifetime after lifetime also. For some very minimum soul, it can happen for in one day. Okay, but Kundalini awakening is a continuous process. Okay, it cannot be awakened in only one single day. Okay, so Kundalini awakening means the activation of the current. Okay, it's not only the current, it is actually the God primal force of consciousness, the Manu Mana Ira, which is actually being stored in all of us. So for those who are actually having the Kundalini awakening, there is a current, the life force which is getting awakened within our body. Also, the Kundalini awakening is also known as the Antakarana awakening, and it is not only the current which is been available for all of us, because from dimension 1 to dimension number 9, the Kundalini current, the life force current, is present for all of us, which is also called as Antakarana. Then in dimension 10, 11, 12, the Maharata life force current is present for all of us. Then there is Ki Rasha life force current, and there is Kundare, which is present in the sound fields, and Kirasha is present in light fields. So these are the higher Kundalini currents which has been present in all density universe for all of us. Okay, and all these life force currents are present for all of us. And when this life force current, the primal force of consciousness, awakens, okay, activates within the body, that is called as Kundalini awakening. So in a very simple terms, now we know that the Kundalini awakening is electrophysiological. Okay, what is the meaning of electrophysiological? So electro means electricity, the currents, the physio means the waves, and the logical means the location, the energy. So the currents getting awakened in the form of waves going into the whole body location and giving the higher energy, the higher currents, the higher consciousness, the God force consciousness. Okay, there is a current here, okay, which is being awakened in the form of waves. That's why when the Kundalini is awakening inside our body, we feel like something is crawling, something is moving like a waves, because these are the waves of current. Okay, which is actually going within our body and location, different types of body locations, and giving the higher current, the higher life force current. Okay, so now we know that in Kundalini awakening, the current is awakened within our body. Okay, the life force current which has been stored within all of us, whether we are from the fallen races or either we are from the guardian races, it doesn't matter, because all of us are having this life force current stored within our body at the base of the spine. When this current gets start awakening within our body, that process is called as Kundalini awakening process. Okay, in spiritual awakening, the soul is getting awakened. Okay, so there is a huge difference between spiritual awakening and the Kundalini awakening. And Kundalini awakening journey is a journey, no, not starting from one lifetime. Okay, as it is the journey of lifetime after lifetime. Okay, or I can say many lifetimes. Those souls who are having a Kundalini awakening journey, many of them are actually going through again a Kundalini awakening journey, because they have already experienced the Kundalini awakening journey in their past lifetimes, and again in the present lifetime they are actually having a Kundalini awakening journey. Okay, also in multi-dimensional anatomy series, okay, in part number 11, we get to know that before there was a whole process of natural morphogenetic expansion growth cycles. Okay, there was an organic natural process in which our morphogenetic field gets expanded with our growth cycles. Okay, with our age. But now, due to the distortions, due to the things which has been created inside the grids, because of which there is no organic natural process which is happening right now on the planet Earth. If you want to watch that video, I'm going to also add a link in a description box, so you can go and watch that video. Okay, so let's see what is that event which is actually created that thing which I'm talking about. So before 3470 BC, that is Babylon massacre, and we have studied about this event in Atlantean conspiracy video, and I'm also going to add a link for this also. So before 3470 BC, Babylon massacre, there was a Kundalini awakening. Okay, which was actually a natural process for all of us. But in 3470 BC, there was an event happened called as Babylon massacre. And what has actually happened in this timeline? Okay, that Galactic Federation and the Lucifer, Palladian, and Nibiruan Anunnaki races, they steal the Ark of the Covenant gold box and the Stargate tools, that is the rod and staff, in attempt of the world dominance beginning in Marduk Anunnaki Draculian held Babylon. Okay, there was a temporary planetary magnetic grid collapse created with Ark of the Covenant Stargate tools at Babylon and the NDC grid, that is the Nibiru Diotic Crystal Grid at Stonehenge, England, to create the reverse 5-letter sequence distortions in Earth's planetary shields, which caused the major mutations in the functions of the angelic human DNA template. Okay, because of these reverse 5-letter sequence distortions which has been created in Earth's planetary shields, already erased the race memories. It blocked the natural Kundalini flow in the body, causing the pineal gland, the thalamus gland, the hypothalamus gland, the thyroid gland malfunctions, which actually shorten the human lifespan. Okay, and block the interdimensional perception in all, and scramble the natural language patterns. Okay, and this timeline is actually recorded as the Tower of Babel story in the Bible. So after that, all of us, we have to integrate and get ready for the awakening of the Kundalini current in our lifetime. But before 3470 BC, there was an organic natural morphogenetic field expansion, and in that morphogenetic field, a natural cycle of morphogenetic field expansion, at the age 12 years, we actually got our spiritual awakening. So when a child becomes a 12-year-old kid, the soul integration level completes. Okay, and at the next level, the soul is actually get ready to activate the oversoul identity of consciousness. The Kundalini activation happens within our soul. Now we actually do not get our soul integration level, because there are a lot of reverse 5-letter sequence distortions happened in the Earth's grid, as we get to know. Okay, but before, there was a natural process. Okay, this was the Kundalini awakening was a natural process. But now what is happening, that now we get ready, okay, for this process to get awakened. But now, lifetime after lifetimes, we actually making our nervous system ready to embody the current. Okay, to embody and awaken this current within our body, because this is the current, this is the Shakti, this is the energy which is very high, and we cannot embody this higher life force current within our body on the planet 3D planet Earth. Okay, so what happened is that with each experience, whatever experience we are experiencing, we are actually making our nervous system, the central nervous system getting ready for this Kundalini awakening journey. Okay, it's same like that. It is the current, and if we touch this current directly, okay, we will get the shock. Okay, so we cannot touch this current because this is very high current. Okay, so for awakening a kundalini, we actually go through many experiences. We make our body ready from one lifetime to another. And right now on the planet earth, there is a mass spiritual awakening which is happening. Lot of souls are getting their soul awakening in their body first. Okay, and these are the souls who are actually activating their the fourth DNA. They are actually integrating and activating the soul within their body, and they're going through a mass spiritual awakening. Okay, and many of the souls are going through the kundalini awakening journey. And for those souls who are actually going through a kundalini awakening journey, they have gone through a lot of things in their past lifetimes, in the present lifetimes, and they are actually activating the current. Okay, so there is a very good example, a very good story in Hindu scriptures. So let's see that story through which we can understand the intensity of the Kundalini current and why it is important for us to get ready for the Kundalini awakening current, because this is the current which we cannot touch. So let's see and understand the story through which we will understand that why we are getting ready lifetime after lifetime for the Kundalini awakening journey. And when this universal life force currents get activated or gets awakening, it starts awakening inside our body, what actually happens. Okay, so there is a story related to Sati and the Shivji. So they both are the twin flames to each other. Sati was a divine feminine. Okay, she was a wife of Shivji, and Shivji was the husband of Sati. Okay, so Sati was the daughter of Daksh Prajapati. Okay, her father name was Prajapati Daksh. One day, what happened was that her father Prajapati Daksh has organized a ritual, a puja, in which he has invited all of the god and goddesses and every single person on the planet earth. But he did not invited his own daughter and Shivji. Okay, so the Prajapati Daksh did not invite the Sati and Shivji in the puja, in the ritual. And then the Sati get to know about the puja ritual thing, that there is some kind of yag, there is some kind of puja which is going to happen. So at that point of time, Sati wants to go into that puja. When she went to the Shivji and she asked her husband that there is a puja which is going on, and I am going in that puja. I want to go into that puja to attend that ritual at my father's place. So Shivji asked her not to go in that puja without any invitation, because there was no invitation for them. So we should not go in that puja without any invitation. But Sati insisted that how why should we need an invitation to go to our own father house. Okay, I do not need any invitation to go into my father house, and I will go, okay, in my father house, okay, for this puja, for attending this ritual. And she went over there when she went over there, first what she saw was that there was a statue standing of Shivji. Okay, so her father make a statue of Shivji who was standing on the gate. Okay, and there was a insult which was done to her husband. Okay, so there was a disrespect which the Daksh was doing. And after seeing that, Sati got upset and very hurt. And after that, when she visited the father, and she talked to father, and she told her father that I am here to attend the puja, then the Prajapati Daksh, the Sati father, talked a lot of things and hurt her a lot of things, say lot of things related to her as husband, related to Sati. And he basically insulted Sati a lot. Okay, and he said that why do you have come here? I have not even invited you in the puja. Then why are you here? Okay, and he already said lot of those words which was very painful to hear by the daughter Sati. And once she, while listening to all those words, the emotions which she was experiencing, what was happening is that while listening to those words of his own father, okay, there was a spontaneous kundalini awakening which was happened inside the Sati's body, but the Sati body was not ready to embody that current. And what happened in that case, the body was blown up. There was a spontaneous combustion which happened because it was too much energy which was coming from her own unified field and into their own aura field. And when it happens, the it speeds up the molecule so fast that the crystal body will either explode or implode. It breaks the body completely into little pieces, back into D1 and D2 pieces, and these pieces and bodies, it is going to turn into ashes. So pieces will have a crystal body, but it is broken up into all sorts of little pieces. So it is same like if you take a crystal glass and shattered it on the floor. It is same like if there is a bulb, and if we increase the current inside the bulb will explode, because the bulb has the capacity to okay, embody the current, the voltage. So in the same way, if the spontaneous kundalini awakening happens, and if the body is not ready to embody the current, this is actually happens, this is what actually happens with Sati also. Okay, and in the story also we get to know that the Sati actually pray to the Kundalini fire. When the Kundalini awakening starts happening inside the body, from her own Kundalini fire, her whole body was burned up into the fire. But that was not the normal fire, that was the Kundalini fire. Okay, the current, the fire which she was unable to embody. And after that, the body was into body was cut into the pieces. But that is not the truth, because as we now get to know that that was actually the spontaneous combustion which happened with the Sati. So this is the story through which we can understand that we actually make our nervous system, we actually make our body ready for this Kundalini awakening current, for this universal life force currents, because this is a very high current which our body cannot embody and handle. If it awakens spontaneous, our crystal body, okay, it will fragment our crystal body completely into the pieces, okay, into the D1 D2 pieces. So we are actually getting ready lifetime after lifetime, and from every single experiences or an emotion we experience, okay, in our lifetime, whether it is heartbreak, betrayal, okay, any type of anger, sadness, okay, depression or happiness, or any type of emotions, okay, whatever emotions we feel, we are actually getting ready. So now let's see, how do we know that we are in a spiritual journey or we are in a Kundalini journey? And we are going to know these things in part number 2. So we will see about how do we know that we are in a spiritual journey or we are in a Kundalini journey. Till then, take care of yourself, sending you lots of love, healing and happy energies to all my soul family who are watching my video. Take care of yourself, and I will see you all soon.